Alright, this will be the first episode in a series that I'm gonna call Rolex of the Week. Episode 1 is the Blackout Explorer. Now, I had never heard of this watch. I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw a picture of it and I was like, what the hell is that? At first I thought it was some sort of modification, like somebody had replaced the lume on the 3, 6, and 9 with something black. And my initial reaction was, oh, I don't like that. But then I did some digging and I found out that it was something that Rolex produced. This watch is very rare. It appeared in the first batch of 14270s in 1990. This was the watch that came after the 1016, so it was the first Explorer 1 to have a sapphire crystal and the glossy black dial. And the first sort of batch of them had this weird tweak, I guess you could say. I don't know if Rolex would consider it a flaw, but the first batch had this black enamel filling on the 3, 6, and 9. They can only be found in Explorer 1's 14270s with the E or the X serial. Now, you're not going to stumble across an E or an X serial in a used market and, you know, you'll get lucky and it has this black enamel. All of these Blackout Explorer 1s are spoken for. They're very expensive. You know, I looked it up on Chrono24 and there's only one example that I found on Chrono24 and it goes for 25 grand, or at least that's what he's listing it as. And I guess if you have the only one on Chrono24, you can list it for whatever you want. It's interesting to think about why Rolex did this. Would Rolex consider it a mistake? I don't know, because there are other E and X serial Explorer 1s, you know, from the same year, same everything, with the normal white 3, 6, and 9 markers. So what happened here? Was some guy at the factory messing around and just putting black enamel in some of the watches? I have no idea. I mean, a normal E or X serial Explorer 1 goes for 7, 8 grand. Something like that, but this Blackout one goes for 25 grand. My next question was, is it loomed? Is the black loomed? And it's not. It's not loomed, it's just black enamel. But there you go, you learn something new every day with Rolex. I mean, I had no idea this existed. I thought I knew most of the weird vintage Rolexes with quirks, like the Cream Dial Explorer 2 or, you know, the Bart Simpson or anything like that. Weird variations. I thought I'd heard of them all, but this was something totally new to me. Now, do I like it? Not really. Like, just objectively, aesthetically, I don't really like it that much, but because it's so rare, I do like it. You know, I'm a sucker. I love this stuff. I mean, can you imagine accidentally stumbling across this watch, you know, in a used shop that the guy doesn't know, or maybe like a pawn shop? The guy doesn't know what the difference is. He looked up Explorer 1s from 1991 and, you know, he priced it appropriately at like 8 grand and it had this black enamel. Man, that would be really something. But alas, they are all spoken for. And, you know, I think even 25 grand, that's a lot of money, man. Who's spending 25 grand on black instead of white numerals? I can understand like the Cream Dial Explorer 2. That is worth its going rate because it's such a beautiful package. Everything about that watch is unique. Whereas this is just a very small quirk, but it carries a hefty price tag apparently. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed. Next week I'll highlight some other weird Rolex of the week. All right, peace out.